Hey guys! Usually I always open up the game before starting to talk, but today things will look a bit different. So I kinda want you to brace yourselves. I don't want you to panic. I want you to take this in with an open mind. Because things will be a lot more different from what you're used to when seeing Star Stable. So this is not entirely complete yet. I am super interested in your feedback today, because whatever you say about this, I will bring back to the team. If you don't know me that well, because some of you don't, my name is Esme, or at least that's what I call myself on social media, and I've been working for Star Stable for a heck lot of years at this point. And I have not been working on this project, but I am live streaming it. So I will bring some feedback back to my colleagues and tell them, hey fellas, this is what some of our players think about this. So it will be a bit of a weird thing to get used to, but when you've gotten used to it, then I think is when you actually know what's gonna happen. So I am going to let you into Star Stable. And hello! Here I am at Jorvik Stables with my Pasofino called Juniper. And for those of you who usually join me for my leveling live streams, do not worry, this is not my actual account. This is a copy of my account. So everyone you will see who are testing this feature now in early access are either Star Stable employees or ambassadors, and we are playing on a closed beta server with copies of our own characters. So this is not my usual character. This character is called Anna and Talon. And I have a heck lot of star coins, as you can see, 50k. But other than that, other than the name and the star coins, this is an exact copy of my real account. So I can test things out, have a look at different things, and try the new features. So I have picked the horse Juniper, one of my Pasofinos, because this horse has both a special gait and a special move. And one thing that will happen is that a special move that we use that by pressing spacebar. It will, from when this releases, I guess, be called a special trick. And instead of special gait, we will call it special movement. And why do we do that? Yeah, because not all horses have gaits. For example, the Percheron has that, what we call moose trot, which is more like a really expressive trot. So for some horses, they don't really do gaits. So we want to call it movements instead, to be able to call the things where they are more like standing still tricks. Which, I know, it doesn't always work out, but it works out better than to always say gait and move when we think that move might be something that is moving forward. So it will be something to get used to. Sorry, my phone just pinged. Back to that. So one of the things you will notice immediately is that with the level 1 horse that from the start had the special gait and the special move, is that when I press spacebar, absolutely nothing happens. And if I try to do the Paso Largo, I cannot. It goes up to a trot instead. And here you also see some of the new UI, because with this update we will have a new UI, and it will not be 100% updated because we have a lot of UI in this game. So if I, for example, open up my character sheet by pressing C, it will look like you used to, because all of this will take a lot of time. Just fixing this thing you're seeing is a lot of effort. So some things will change immediately and some things won't. And if you have feedback about this, let me know. It's great to be able to collect feedback straight from you guys. So why can I not do my special trick or special movement? Yeah, because when I now click up here, I hover over the horse and then I click this thing with the XP. And here I see my new horse leveling. This is the horse progression, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to have a look at this. So we see that right now I'm at level 1 with this horse, and it says it's locked. Not entirely sure about that. And we will see the name Anna a lot, because that's the name of this test account. So right now, when I try to move around, I cannot move at the fastest gallop. You can see here that I don't have the circle filled in, and I can't move faster than this. But if I'm gonna click there, this is one thing that I still haven't gotten used to. If I click here, I open the horse sheet, but I need to click here. Yeah. So when I reach this first level, I will be able to move a bit faster, I think. Oh no, it's level 2. So right now I'm level 1. It hasn't filled in yet. Not sure about that. So disclaimer, I have tried this before, but I haven't played this a lot. So some things I will know a lot about, some things I do not know a lot about. Can you? Oh, I can rotate the horse, that's nice. But she doesn't have the right main style up here. I think that might be a bug. Anyway. You will notice that if I now click on this little purple horse, I will get a radial menu. And you can see that I have not unlocked the special movement or the special trick. But here I have a new thing, shared moment. And this is something that will pop up every now and then. You cannot do this all the time, but like, if you ride around a lot, every now and then this will pop up. And the horse will interact with you. The horse will do something, and you can respond to that horse. And you also see your own character here, which I love. I think that's so nice. I wish for this for so many years. So I can now decide what I want to do. So I'm just going to click here, and I will gain XP. So this is what it looks like when I gain XP for the horse. So, and yeah, that's actually one of the difficult things, Alex, with this new thing about unlocking movements, because we want the horse progression to be something that you, like, it has to feel that you're doing something with the horse, so you're evolving together and building a bond. And it's a really difficult thing, because now we have to lock something that previously has been unlocked from the start. But hopefully, by doing it this way, it will feel a lot more like you're bonding with the horse the more you play. So you notice here that I did not do anything. I just stood still, and I still gained XP. So that's a new thing with this. If I now dismount and open my inventory, or just click here, you see that every day I get horse XP by doing the daily care. And you do not have to do this. You can do it just as you usually do with all the leveling, doing races. But you can now do daily care to get XP. And you will see this little sparkly thing going on. I think that the level 15 horse will be leveled up already. Note that this is a beta, so this doesn't work 100% as it should. So as far as I've noticed, the level 15 reward doesn't quite work. But I don't know if they fixed that, because I haven't played since they did the latest update here. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna open this radial menu again and just give some water. And now it will appear that this turned purple. And that means that I now can level up my horse. So what's new here is that I have to level up my horse manually. It will not level up the horse. I will need to click this button. But if I continue to play and gain more XP, I will still gain the XP. I just have to click on the button to level up the horse. But you will not lose any XP whatsoever. So if I click here now, you will see that I have unlocked this. And now I have unlocked the faster gallop. So now I can move faster. So you see that I didn't really have to do anything to unlock the fast gallop again. And I'm already level 2 and I haven't even moved at all. So yay, XP, level up! That's what it's gonna look like now when you level up. So let's see here, I'm gonna just quickly check the chat, because I've been talking a lot and I will try to catch up with you guys as well. Stable care. I don't really know what stable care, I don't think that will change. So even if you have stable care, I think that you can do this once a day with the horse. But I don't think stable care will add any XP to the horses you're not doing anything with. So let's try the gallop. And now we can go in fast gallop. And you notice here now that it hasn't really closed the circle yet. So now we're in the fast gallop, but if I press up one more time, it was a tiny bit faster. And this is what we're used to as being the fastest gallop in the game. I'm currently playing on PC, but this game is available for Apple devices as well. So let's try a race. I'm gonna play this race, and if you don't know, this is a race that I built. Mark is one of my characters. As I mentioned previously, if you just joined, I work as a game content designer for Star Stable. So this is part of my content. I do a lot of races. So most of the races you've seen the last few years has been my work. And as you might suspect, playing these races, I am an equestrian at heart. So I try to make races that feels really believable and that you would be able to ride with a real horse. I feel that those are the most fun to play. And that doesn't mean that I'm right, but I enjoy those the most. And this far it seems like you guys like them too. And also we have Guillermo here. Oh, my boy! I also do a lot of Horses of Jorvik, which I think is great fun. You see here now also that I have this purple thing again, so when I exit this race, I will be able to do another interaction with my horse. Again, XP while in photo mode. I will assume not, because you aren't really doing anything in photo mode. You have to do something. You have to at least stay in the game. I don't know if it counts in photo mode, like counts minute up until you can do this little interaction thing again. But just being in photo mode probably won't add anything to the horse itself. Oh, whoop. And don't worry, you will not see me doing just racing for hours on end. We will go around and have a look at many different things here. So, beat score. So at least now I could race and I could use the fastest gate. I'm not the only one doing races, but I do the majority of all the races that you have been playing the last few years. New XP! And you see that I gained a lot of XP here. So another new change is that it's faster to level up. When we look at this, oh sorry, this is something that I am having a lot of difficulties with, and I'm super interested in seeing how you will use this when you get to try it. I always try to click here when I want to click on the XP. So I always click the wrong thing. So that's going to be interesting if you do the same mistake as I always do, because that might mean that the UI just isn't really like updated up to what a player would expect it to work like. So when I click here, this grayed out again, faster gallop, and I think that's just a bug, because of course we notice that this works and my horse is level 2. So again, this is not completed yet, this is still work in progress. But you notice here that the next thing I will unlock is lead rope. So that's nice, because that means I can lead my horse. So you can't do this as soon as you buy your horse anymore. But you noticed how shortly we've been playing and how quickly I'm leveling up. So these first few levels goes by really fast, but it still takes the same amount of time as it did previously to level up your horse. So if you, like me, tend to play this game mostly by leveling horses in races, you will still have the same amount of time to level horses. You won't lose any play time. But if you want to, you can do this way faster than you've done before. So it's all about how you want to do this. And no, Lydia, all horses will not be able to bow, because not all horses have a special movement. So right now I have this horse because it can do special movements and it can do special gates. But not all horses have this. So that's why at level 7, you have 3 different things. Special movement, if the horse has a special movement. Special trick, if the horse has a special trick. And all horses will get the follow and stay command. And those are really interesting. So we're going to have a look at that, of course. So we will go through all of this. Let's see here. Now we have another one here. Radial menu. And I can get 80 XP just by clicking this shared moment thing. So Juniper's hesitating, ears up, and alert. So here I can just say something. And this doesn't affect my gameplay at all. I can roleplay this how far I want to. Or I just ignore it. I just click anything. And I will still gain XP for it. So if you do not want to do this, you don't have to. You never need to click this if you don't want to. If you still want to train as you always have done, you can still do that. Do not worry. So now I can level her up. So if I now level her up, I will get lead rope. So level up. And yay, level up! I love this. Isn't that super cute? I think that's so nice. So now let's dismount. I click the head as always. And lead horse. Now I can do that. And you still see that I have some grayed out things that I can't do right now. So I can do shared moment while dismounted too. So lead horse, and here we go. Just as always. So it's a lot of new things, but it's also things that like you will recognize. And yeah, the UI. This is the new UI. This is what the UI is supposed to look like. So it's also really great to see feedback from you guys. Like, do you think that something is unreasonable? Do you think something would work better another way? One thing that I'm a bit curious about, that when I saw this the first time, I was like, not sure what I think about this. It's a chat. Because here's the chat window. And I feel that it's super high up. And I might be the only one. I don't know if I am the only one. but I felt that it was a lot of dead space down here. And I'm not sure about that. So I'm super curious to know what you guys think about it. Because I'm like, I don't know, I don't use the chat much. I really don't, so I'm not one to judge. But I really just felt like, a lot of space down here. And I think maybe there's space today too, because we have the XP bar down here currently. So anything that you guys see, just tell me about it. And also, if you guys feel that you have something that like, I really want you to remember this and see this, please leave a comment, because it's gonna take me a long time to go through all the chat again. But if you leave a comment under the video, it's gonna be so much quicker for me to just copy paste it and make sure that my colleagues can see it. So if you feel like, hey, super important that you see this, please leave a comment. It's gonna help me so much. So yeah, this is a really fun thing. I think these are really cute. Here's all the emotes, and they have squares and triangles and circles now. And I think it's way easier to remember what they do. And then, of course, friend, global. I don't have any friends on this server, of course. This is a test server, so that's why it looks like this. Yeah, so this is what it usually is. Do you want to continue to check out the horse, or do you want to have a quick look at the UI before we continue? And I agree on the map, because I always look at the map down here, and it's so weird to have it up here. But I think in most games, it actually is up there. So that's also something that most of us probably will be very confused about for a while. Yeah, maybe we should just go through all of the UI. I would say one thing that I think is, I don't want to say the worst thing, but as a player, I feel that I really miss the global store. Because as you noticed, we don't have the horseshoe menu anymore. The horseshoe menu is kaput, gone. So I need to click down here to open the menu. And here I get all the buttons. So of course, we can open quest log by pressing L, as always. And of course, not all UI is changed yet. Please remember, I've said that a couple of times now. Because there's just too much work. So we have to do it in like piece by piece. There's so... I know that it might seem like, oh, it's just changing things. But remember, we are very few people working on these things. So it takes a lot of time to make sure this works well. So please bear that in mind. So you can... Here's the quest log down here. You find the friends button here. You have the global store here. The global store is the one thing without a hotkey. And I am really annoyed by that, because I use the global store so much just to look up items. And I can't do that anymore, because now it doesn't have a hotkey. So I need to do 2 clicks to get into the global store. And you click here and here. So that's one of my pet peeves with this. Otherwise, I'm like, yeah, it's probably fine, but I think I would like more accessibility personally. So global store, we have high scores also without a hotkey, but I'm not sure, like, do people use this? Don't think I've ever used the high score button, but I think that more like other people probably do. Character sheet down here. We have the riding club thing here, but I'm not in a club, so I can't open one. I have collections here, and this is just a copy of my live account. So here you see exactly the same thing as my live account. And you see the main menu up here. So, of course, if you press escape, you'll be able to find that as always, but you can also press here. Up here, we have some new things. So we have the map. As always, you can click on it. It's not scalable yet, and I mean, we want to scale it too, but we need to rework how the system works in order to be able to scale it. So it's a lot of work to be able to scale. So we want to do it. We just don't know when or how we can do it. But on our personal wish lists, like the people working with the game also want to scale the map. We just don't know if we can do it yet. So map up here, as always. Message history, you know, the championship messages and stuff like that. You also now have message history here. So you will be able to see your mailbox up here. You can open your mailbox at any time. And that's pretty nice. I personally do not use the mailbox at all. But still. And photo mode, as always. So you still have that button up there. But you also can use it on O, as always. We do have an internal estimate release date and month for this. I think we even have an estimated release. Like, we know when we want to release it. But also depending a bit on how our testing goes, and seeing a lot of your guys reacting to it might impact some things, because some things we might want to change. Or we just decide that, oh, this is perfect, let's release it. But we do have a release date, and we will continue to work on this, of course. And again, Personally, I'm not in this project, but I will make sure to keep your feedback and bring it to the devs who are working on it. I've just been sneaking in, being like, hey, can I please try this? And can I please play it? And I think this is really fun. So I'm just bugging all of my colleagues because I really like to play this game. And I'm really sorry for missing a lot of your comments. But again, if you have feedback that you really want to share, please leave an actual comment and not only in the chat, because I will not have time to go through the entire chat and make sure to save everything. So please use the comments as well. I will really make sure to save all of that. So this is the UI as it would be right now, and your feedback is super interesting to me. Yeah, backpack down here as well, so you don't think I forgot about that. And the backpack has changed a lot, as you can see. So this is the current state of the backpack. Again, things may change depending on your feedback. So yeah, here's all the stuff. You have the rendered icons with a blue background to make sure that they are very visible. And the backpack is not bigger. I think that the window might be a little bigger, but there's no more extra space in here yet. And I say yet because I don't know how the backpack will work the day when we finally will be able to update our inventory, which we hope to at least start the initial processes during this year. We don't know how long it will take, but we will start looking into it for real this year. And Azor, I think that's a super good point of feedback, that if people have difficulties using this UI and seeing and like understanding how it works, that's a great feedback, because if we know that we have actual issues with this, then we can actually start working on how to improve it. So especially if people say, this is why I think this is difficult to use, this is why I think it's difficult to see, then we can really make sure to continue to work with it. I'm going to remove background from items in backpack. The thing with this is that, for example, these things, the backgrounds are black, like it's a picture. So if we want to change that, we need to change all the pictures of all the items, like all the item icons in the entire game. So I don't know. I will say likely not, at least not for the initial release. There will not be any time for that. But I assume that when the inventory will be reworked later on, maybe that will be something to be looked into. But I will really assume not, because there's a lot of more important things to place your time on. So I think that's most of it for UI right now. So back to horse, I think. We can now gain 120 horse XP from the shared moment. A strange shield passes briefly over you and Juniper for just a moment. So let's give Juniper a quick pat. And she gains some XP. Nice. So, should we perhaps... I'm going to have a quick look up here. So we have the lead rope. We know that this is bugged, so we are about to go up here. On level 4... Can I click here? Okay, nothing happens here. So on level 4, I believe that the only thing that happens is that we level up. When we reach level 5, on the other hand, we will add some extra companionship. So that's where the stats increase. So another new thing with this, because there's a million new things, is that... you will not get stats on every new level. So stats will happen every few levels, I think. I'm not certain exactly if it's only on 3 levels. I do not think you need to do this to your level 15 horses. We can go and have a look. Let's go and have a look in my home stable. So let's go in and have a look. And again, this is not final product. We are in early access. This is really beta, so not everything is done. And this hasn't worked this far when I've been playing. So no, I have a lot of level 15 horses here, and you see that their nameplates are still as they always have been. But if you have a look here at the final stage, when you reach level 15, stable nameplate looks a little bit golden. Nice, right? So that's something that doesn't seem to work yet. But if I go to, let's say we're gonna take this horse who can do a special movement. I have not touched this horse since I got this account, just so you know. So fancy horse, I press spacebar and he does his move. I haven't done anything, so I have not leveled this horse up at all. So if I go here and check maximum level, everything is unlocked. I do not know if this is how it's going to be when this releases for real. Please, again, bear in mind that this is beta, so this is not the final thing. So I'm gonna just dump him in here again. Please stay here, you're gonna have fun. And let's go grab Juniper. And let's go out again. Should we perhaps do some horse trainer to just make sure that we can try everything? Let's go over here. Oh, yeah, sorry. For some reason, it's nighttime on this server. It's not where I am at this moment, so it's a bit weird. So I'm just gonna change it back to daylight so we can see properly. So let's level up. Horse trainer! So, level 4. Yay, level up! So you noticed here that because I bought the level, I did not have to do it manually, so just got it here. Yes, please use screenshots from the stream. Absolutely. So this is what I should have gotten, but I think this could also be a bug because I got it from the horse trainer. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do that, but I'm trying to break the game. Again, this is not final yet. So should we try this again, perhaps? Let's try. Level 5. Yay! Let's have a look here. And we see that this works. So on level 5, it says locked, but it is unlocked. So here it says, through your journey with Juniper, you have both grown to trust and respect each other. This bond is bringing out Juniper's confidence and strength in ways it could never reach alone. All of their stats have increased. So now we have a stat increase. And on level 6, we will only get a new level up. New subscriber, welcome here. So should we level up twice and have a look at the follow and stay command, perhaps? And I know I could do a lot of racing, but I don't want to bore you guys, because I know that you just want to see the actual leveling stuff. So level 6, and let's reach level 7. Whee! As of this point, I do not think that we will be able to do anything with the horse's pronouns, because that will mean we will need to have a lot of extra translation labels. In many languages, you have, like, the entire sentence is built around the gender of the person or the horse you're talking about. So it would be a lot of complications if we would have to rebuild all of our text systems to feel, is this horse male or female? So we try to keep the horse pronounless when we talk about them in text to ensure that all the languages we have to translate in will work properly. I think, for example, French and Spanish might be two of them that could be complicated. So we try to keep the horses gender neutral to ensure that translation will have an easy time to to just write as good text as possible for the game. So now I reached level 7, and I clicked the wrong thing again. So now I should have the special move, I should have the special trick, and I should have the follow and stay commands. So if I now exit this and press spacebar, yay! And now if I try to do the paso largo, I'm sorry, I probably killed that pronunciation. Here we go! So at level 7, you will unlock all of these things. And I think you will reach level 7 even quicker now than what you can do in the live servers. So with this new system, you'll reach level 7 really quickly. So you will still be able to reach this very quickly, so you can take pictures and play with the horse and have fun with the horse. But we're hoping that this will add to, like, I mean, yes, you would like the horse more. You will do a lot of more things with it, then you will progress with it on a special journey. Well, ergo the name horse progression, right? So if I now dismount, I haven't used this in a while, so I'm not entirely sure how this works. Now I can use the follow command. I click that, and you see that I have no new thing down here called follow. So, bye horsey. Hey, look, a horse. So here she comes. So you can use this while doing quests. And the horse will, she will be a bit upset if I try to pull it through a fence. And it's not perfect, of course, but it's really trying to find a good way to you while not crashing into things. So if I stay here, she will come up to me. Isn't this really cute, though? I love this. The XP thresholds for earlier levels are smaller than before, yes, but you will still need, I think it's 33,000 for level 15, isn't it? And it's still the same thing. Can I get the horse stuck? Yes, of course, my horse. Let's try. I don't know if she will pass through here. So now she's like, no! So you see down here now that I got a little warning sign. So it's saying, hey, I can't follow you. Come back here. So I think that it will just break and she will not follow me anymore. If I just leave her there. I can try. Let's just leave it there. So I'm gonna go up here again and try to crash her. Oh no, she followed me. So I'm gonna try again. So let's go out here and do it like this. So now she's gonna get stuck, and I'm just gonna continue to run and see what happens. So she rears up because she got stuck. I don't know if it's going to disconnect at any point. Apparently not. And I think if I press here again, she will unfollow me. So that's really interesting. I think this is one of the most fun things with this new system. I don't know, this is not the same thing as calling the horse to you, because if we look here again at the... I always click the wrong thing. I want this to be the XP thing. This is... I know I need this too, but I expect this to be the XP thing all the time. Up here at level 11, we have the call command. And here the horse will be able to reach me at any point in the game. So I can leave her here and I can go to Moorland, like run to Moorland. And then I can call her and she will just show up behind my back. I'm gonna show you this, this is super fun. But I'm not entirely sure if the follow command works from a really long distance. Like, I think if I would go down here perhaps. The horse cannot jump over things on their own when they're following us. I think that's also, like, not only... I think this would be a bit of a tech restrictant, actually. So you see here that I cannot use this now because I am not close enough. I need to go closer. Maybe I can do it like this and see if it pops up. No. This could also be a bug. I'm not sure yet because this, as I've said many times, it isn't done. But if I now open this menu again... Oh, I still cannot do it. Do I have to be, like, super close to her? I'm gonna back her up. Let's see. So I cannot do that. Can I do it now when I'm super close? Yeah, now when I'm super close. Now I can press follow. And now she follows me again. So that's how that works. So, let's see. I'm not going to run to Moorland. You savages! Calm down. Okay, so we're at level 7. At level 8 we will just gain a level up. At level 9 we gain friendship and we will have another stat increase. At level 10 we have another level up. Level 11 is the call command. Then we have level 12, another level up. Level 13 is the soul bond. And at level 13 we will get the maximum stat increase. So at level 13 your horse will be as fast as it can be. So I think the previous level 15, the same speed will be here. So technically you don't need to continue to level up the horse. But if you do, you will get a super cool surprise when you level up to level 15. And as I said before, I don't think that works because I haven't seen it yet now in the testing. I have seen pictures of it. So that's interesting. The live stream will be saved, indeed, yes. So I don't think we'll be able to see the stable nameplate today, but we'll have a look, we'll see. Should we perhaps go and pick up another horse and try out the follow command, or should I just keep level up this horse? I need to be closer to my horse. I'm gonna be super close. Shared moment. A strange chill. I think we have a lot of these, but I've only seen like 3 right now. Gain XP! And I really love this, that every single time that you play a race, you will get that little sparkle effect. And I was really, I was a bit concerned at the start actually, because I was like, okay, I prefer a bit more of a realistic experience when I play. So will I enjoy these sparkles? Because we talked a lot about sparkles and I was in a lot of discussions even though I don't work with this project. And every single concept I saw, I was like, I love this, give me more sparkles, I love the gold. It was really, really fun. So I love the sparkles. I was just like, more sparkles. So that was funny. Should we perhaps then, do you want to chill out a bit and just talk? I can do some races if you want to. We can go towards Moorland. We don't have a horse trainer in Moorland though, that's interesting. And we have Hey here! Okay, let's just go towards Moorland. We can hang out a bit. I'm just gonna force you guys to join me for my weird journeys. I love this horse, by the way. I absolutely adore the Pasofinos. And I wasn't supposed to have a penguin with this horse. I actually picked this outfit out for one of my halflingers. But then I changed my horse just for this stream. I wanted to make sure that I had a horse that could do the special trick and the special movement to ensure that you guys will be able to see exactly how that worked. The stream is being saved, yes. And as I said before, again, just as a reminder, if you have feedback, please make sure to leave it in a comment. It's way easier for me then to go back and see what you think about different things you've seen here today. And also, if you check the stream later on, please leave comments with all your feedback so we can make sure to go through it and save it. It's going to make it a lot more easier for us. I also want to remind you with feedback that if you tell us why you don't like something and possibly even how it could be improved, that's super helpful. And if you do like something, tell us why you like it. Stable nameplate thing for level 15. I will tell you because I don't think it works. I've tried it out. I don't think it works right now. But the thing is that when you get to level 15 with the horse, you will get a golden nameplate in your stable. That looks awesome. So it's basically to show that you and this horse have a special bond, so you get a super cool golden nameplate. Changing codes of magic horses is going to be available for level 1 as far as I know, yes. I have not heard anything else, so I will assume that all magical horses can change their codes at any time still. Yeah, I don't think that the golden nameplate is live. I know that they have been testing it a lot, and I don't think that they have gotten it to work quite right yet, so it's very likely that the files aren't here yet. Yes, you can watch this back later. I will save it. I will also mention that I will do more live streams this spring, possibly with some early access content, because I know that we might have some more things planned. So if you want to see more like this, make sure to leave a little subscribe so you can find your way back here, so you can watch these things again and join for these things. I will try to do more content in English, because usually I do a lot of content in Swedish. I am Swedish, which you likely will hear from my pronunciation. What? Hey, are you in here? Come to Moorland. I haven't seen a single person here yet, so I just assumed that no one else was playing. Oh, can't you comment while the stream is active? That's wrong by me then. I thought that you could leave comments if the stream was active. So please save your comments then and comment off the stream. I've talked quite a lot about the UI, I think. Or at least I've showcased it. I haven't really said a lot about what I think other than the global store and the chat. But what I will mention about the UI is that I had a bit of a difficult time to adjust to it. Now when I've seen it a lot, because I have playtested this a few times, I feel a bit more like I like it. Like, I think I enjoy it. I kind of miss what has been, just because you always keep the little sense that something else should be there. But it's also like, I don't mind this. It's new, but I don't hate it. I think it's nice. And I have things that I don't like as much. Like, I think the chat is a bit too high up. I think this dead space is a bit weird. I don't like that I need to click twice to get access to the global shop. But I think other than that, I'm kind of fine with this. And I know that every time I want to click here, I click here. I keep expecting that this will give me the XP bar. So that's something like, I don't know if it's just me, or if this is like a design flaw, that everyone will expect to click here, or if I'm the only one that keeps wanting to click here to get to this place. So that's an interesting thing. Okay, so let's play some races. I'm gonna play Stacy's races, because Stacy is the one useful Bobcat girl. I think also overall with everything that changes this game, because we have a lot of changes going on all the time. Some things will be more difficult to get used to, but you almost have to try to get into things with an open mind, because things will change. This is a living product, a living game, and nothing will ever stay entirely the same. So always expecting things to be the same just because it always has been that way probably will leave you disappointed, honestly. I can still click to open the backpack, yes. So all the hotkeys you used to still work. I can press I can press L, I can press, I don't know what else, O, P, yeah, pet. So all the hotkeys still work. Yay, XP! I do not think that stable care will leave you unable to gain XP from caring for your horse on your own. I'm not 100% certain, but I think that I don't think that would be... I mean, if it works like that, I think it's just because we haven't seen that edge case yet. Because I do believe that we want people to be able to earn XP in any way they want. But I think, yeah, as an example, when we entered my home stable, I do have stable care, and I still can, if I now dismount, do everything here. So I have stable care, but I still can care for my horse here and get XP. So yeah, we found that edge case, it does work. Should we do the final one? If you didn't know that, this entire thing with Stacy, her quests and her races was actually the first thing that I built and had released for this game. And then I wanted her to have a really high show jumping too, so I made the secondary Bobcat quests. The new backpack is not bigger, no. It's the exact same size as it always has been. We can't actually change anything with the backpack until we redo the inventory, which we are going to have a look at this year. I cannot promise it will happen this year, but we are going to start having a look at it, and we know that you all want bigger backpacks and bigger inventory. Yay! I think we should go to my really good friend Tarek mod, because he has some races that aren't too long. And I think that if we do all the long races, we will never be done here today. So let's go to my really good friend Sir Tarek mod. We need to go to Baroness Racetrack. There we go. Da, da, da. I wonder if I'm just gonna have a quick look at the settings. No, nothing. Just a little thought. I will talk about that another time. XP for the character is now here. So you will see it here. We don't have an XP bar anymore. There's also something, like, do you feel that an XP bar is the most important thing in your gameplay session? Make sure to tell us. And we level more than one horse in the same day. I am not 100% certain, but I think that at least that would be the goal. I think one of the goals with this is to be able to leave this horse in the home stable, pick up a new horse, and keep leveling, even with the races you already have played. I'm not certain, though. I think that that's a dream that the developers have, but I don't actually know right now if that's going to be part of this. I know it's a dream, but I don't know how close that would be to anything else. I have to say, I'm also a bit like, I don't really know what I think about the speed at the bottom, because I like to see the entire horse when I play. I actually personally would like to lower the camera a bit. I think we see too much of the sky. I want to see more of the horse in the center. So if I could, if I had the opportunity to, I 100% would lower the camera so I had my horse in the, like, just in the middle of the entire screen. Oh look, a wild hay appeared, I think at least. Is that you, Hay? Start a petition for lowering cameras 2023. Yes, please. Just kidding. Oh, another Anna. An Anna and Sparrow. Game Master! With all the lovely GM tag. Isn't that lovely? On reputation twice. A really good question, Alex. I actually have no idea. My instinct would say no, but I really do not know. So let's keep that question for later, and we might be able to figure that one out. How do you like the racetrack, by the way? I barely remember what it looked like before. I was part of building the new racetrack, so I actually got to do the quests to remake it. And me and Game Master Nadia spent almost a month going crazy. We worked long hours because we wanted this to be as epic as possible with the time we had. And of course, we're 2 people doing that, while the rest of the team worked on just the graphics. So that was really interesting. And we really liked the quests. I think they were really fun. We really wanted it to feel epic. And also we liked bringing you all into Jorvik City because we used Jorvik City way too little. Yay, XP! I really love the sparkles. I know that some people might not, and I thought that I would hate sparkles, but I really love the sparkles. There is no new XP bar for characters right now, so the XP bar is just gone. And you will see the XP on... Oh, yeah, right, here. Sorry, my fault. This is the XP bar. So you can see it here. I thought that you only saw it in the character sheet. So ignore me, I'm stupid. This is what it looks like. So here you can see the XP. So while you don't see it all the time anymore, you still can see it. And same for the horse. You can see the horse if you just hover over the horse icon here. So... character, horse. And personally, I'm at level 24, as you can see. This is a copy of my live account here on our beta server. So I rarely level up because I'm at the end game. So I don't really care for XP, because why would I care? I just play my quest, alright? So I don't need to see this. So I'm actually quite happy to have this hidden. Could it be an option for toggle? Really good question. I don't know. Possibly. It's great to bring these things up. Like, remember this, add in a comment later. We will make sure to bring it back to the team. They will be super happy to see all of your thoughts. All right, let's go to... We do have a horse trainer here. Do you want to do some more races, or should we just keep leveling up the horse? Arrows next to the map. Well, I don't see any arrows, but we do have the plus and minus signs, so we still can zoom in on the camera if we want to. I'm sorry, the screen is super small for you guys. And you can zoom out. And then you see, of course, that we have north, west, east, and south. And I always lock my camera, but also if we look down here somewhere, rotating minimap. Here you see. I locked the camera. I'm sorry for my English. Here we go. So now you see that the entire compass is moving if you have the rotating minimap on. I personally hate that because I feel seasick, so I always lock my minimap. So yeah, sorry, I need to check the chat again. I'm trying to do 5 things at once, as always. Do you guys want to race more, or should we go and use the horse trainer to level up to level 11? Oh yeah, I'm dizzier than a dizzy penguin. And we all know that the dizziest of the penguins is Stacy Place. This is what the game is going to look like, indeed. This is the new UI. I love the new mouse cursor, but I did talk to our lead tech designer about it, because we did notice that if you're in Dino Valley, it's very difficult to see. So we were like, we need to have a look at this. So we are aware that the mouse cursor is gorgeous, but in Dino Valley, super difficult to spot. We are looking into that, and hopefully we can make that a bit better. So yeah, fun thing. Up to 11. All right, let's find a horse trainer. Hey, you can join. We have a horse trainer over here, I think. Let's see here. Here we go. Here she is. Let's level up to level 11. Level up. Level up. I love this. I think this sparkle effect. Hey, you can see that, right? Because I think that's not... Do you have a... Oh, yeah, this is broken, by the way, so don't worry about that. I get early access because I work at Star Stable. I work as a game content designer for Star Stable, and I have been working here for a lot of years. I barely know myself at this point. I've been here for a very long time. Level 9. Because I think, I don't remember, but I think this should be visible for other people. So I think that Hey on her screen should be able to see this. Yeah, Hey cannot see when I use a trainer, but she can see when I level up myself. I think that the horse trainer doesn't quite work the same way as when you level up manually. And I don't know if that will be fixed, hopefully. And yes, every time we level up, you will get that rear. And remember that if I would do this manually, I will not level up just as soon as I get the XP. I will have to click up here to level up, but I will not ever lose any XP. So even if you don't click the level up button, you will still earn all the XP and it will just bundle up. So you could level up the horse like 5 levels in one go if you just have enough XP. So here we have level 11. And here is the big thing, of course. I will now dismount. I'm going to run away. This is not my main account. This is a copy of my main account. So nothing that I do today will affect my actual account on the live servers. I don't even have the same name. My name on the live servers is Esmeralda Silverforce. This is Anna and Talon. Okay, so I'm gonna run in here. I do get star coins for free because I work at SSO, but this is a test account, so everyone who is testing this content get the same amount of star coins. I do not think the new menu size will be changeable as of this point, but that's because of how our engine is built as well. So we do hope to be able to change that in the future so the entire menu is more scalable. I will not lose any star coins because this is not connected to star coins I have on my actual account now. Okay, so I'm over here, my horse is over there, I have 2 fences in between me. I will now open this menu and I will click call. And you hear a little whistle, and here she is. Done. So I can run over here. I can click here. Whistle. Horse. So you can never again lose your horse after you have reached level 11 with the horse. And it's totally fine to ask all the questions, and if you have more questions, I still have my Instagram that you can find. You have a link to it down in the description box below, and you also can ask all the questions here on here in the comments. So yeah, now you also see that Hey is walking around with having her horse following her, and I can see it. So not all things you can see when other people are doing, but I can see her horse following her. So if I now stand still and call for my horse or ask my horse to follow me, Hey will see that too. Now I have to call my horse because it's too far away for it to follow me. But now when I stand close to her head, I can open the radial menu again and have the follow command, and she will follow me. So I can see Hey having her horse follow her, and Hey can see my horse follow me. So you will never again lose your horse. Isn't that nice? Oh, Juniper. I want to pet you. You're a cute horse. Yes. Pat pat. I love that she's so adorable. Yeah, so I think that's basically the most interesting things. We can level up and see. I don't think that we will have the stable nameplate change at all. Because of all the files not being here. It is a beta, of course. No, she cannot jump over stuff while I whistle. She will just slide next to me. And that's because the horse can't really sense what's going on around there. So can I pet the horse while mounted? I don't think I can. I think that it's just the idle animation that every now and then when the horse turns its head, the rider will pat it. But I can't do it as a command, and we had talked about it. There you see the idle animation. So maybe at some point you will be able to pat the horse at any point, but currently not right now. This is the PC UI. I am playing on a PC right now, and we are hoping to align mobile and PC so they feel more like the same game. Because currently, mobile and PC look very differently. And it is the same game, so we want the game to be very cohesive, right? So this is one of the changes to make sure the game is more cohesive. And we also want the UI to be less intrusive, because currently it's just blue everywhere. So And unfortunately, no, there will not be any option to keep the old UI, because if we would keep the old UI, we will not be able to optimize. If we always keep the old things, we can't optimize because we always have to bring in both things. So the game will just be bigger and bigger and bigger and slower and slower and slower. So it's really important for us to keep optimizing, and that's also why we keep removing some things. We need to remove some things to be able to add more things, because we can't just add to the game. Maybe some of you played The Sims 3, right? This is a super popular game. Everyone loves The Sims. Almost everyone. I like The Sims. The Sims 3 with all expansions. I think most of you know how insanely slow it is. Imagine Star Stable being that slow if we just keep add and add and add and add. Some things we unfortunately will have to remove. And the UI will be removed. We will exchange the UI so it's easier to use. And is this the final product of the UI? I do not know. We might still change things. So that's why it's so important for us to gain all of your feedback. So yeah, many interesting things ahoy. Rains, we always keep talking about rains, and we hope to be able to fix them better. And with our current systems, we can't, but our horses keep evolving, and at some point we will be able to make the rains better, I swear. But it will take time, and I cannot give you any date at all. So, what do we say? Should we try to level up to 15 and see if the nameplate works? I will just assume it doesn't, but let's try. So, level up. Is the horse stopping if you run into an area where you can't bring your horse with you? I don't think we have many areas like that. We probably will have some things that will be locked. But let's say, for example, if you're in Jorvik City and you call for your horse, you will not be able to do that. So if you're in any place where you usually cannot bring your horse, you will not be able to call for it. I will just assume that the nameplate doesn't work because I haven't seen it working yet. I've only seen it in concept pictures. But let's try. I think this might be the thing I'm most excited about, though. Like, I love to be able to have my own player up here as an icon. I'm so excited about that. Like, how have you guys not hyped that yet? Oh yeah, you can join. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this, click, and let's add invite to a group. Oh yeah, because the group window is new. I forgot about that. Thank you, hey. So the group window looks a bit better. I think that we have some things though that looks a bit weird. Oh yeah, friend invitation. Thank you, hey. So here you see some new things in the UI as well. I think that we had something with I think it might be the orienteering. I talked to Game Master Aurora an hour or so back and heard some things about, because she's been playing all morning. She's in the States, I'm in Sweden, so she's been playing a lot right now. She's been trying a bit more things than I haven't. She said that the orienteering might be a bit off if you're used to playing it as it is. But that's, I don't know. I think that might be the only thing that doesn't, I haven't tried it yet, so I don't really know. Yes, please invite me to the Stars All-Star. 5-player group limit, I do not think that will be removed. It's not part of this project. And, I mean, maybe at some point, not right now. So, we'll see in the future. Should we, perhaps... Okay, let's go to home stable. Or, I just want to do this. 600... Why do I get 600 XP when I'm level 15 already? Juniper doze herself to sleep. Do I want to let Juniper rest? Give Juniper a pat? Or wake Juniper and continue on? A gentle pat, of course. My good little friend. And I don't get an XP now, because I'm already at level 15. But that means that if you have a level 15 horse that you play with, let's say, maybe it's your starter horse that you love because you played with it for so long. I know many of you prefer other horses at this point, but still. If you have a level 15 horse, you will still get those interactions. So if you want to, you can still be like, oh yeah, I want to pet you now, or I want to do something else with you, or I think that's just a little nice, cute thing, right? So should we run off to the home stable? Should we wait for Luna to log in? Let's wait for Luna. Horse personalities, that is not really changed right now, because this is what's going to happen. The first step of our horse personality project, I don't really know how far we're going to bring it, but this is our very first step, just being able to do this, to make sure that the journey for you to reach level 15 will be more rewarding for you. And the UI will change some way or another. We are not going to keep the old blue one. We are going to change the UI, no matter what the community says, because sometimes, I know that sometimes you guys think that we who work with the game are dictators and don't care about you at all, but we are changing things because we care about you. We want to give you a better experience, and sometimes we need to do things that you might be a bit like, we don't really want to, because it will be better in the long run. It might be better for how the game runs, or it might be better for new things we want to add. But sometimes we can't add things until we change things that's already there. So sometimes things has to change. I know that it might be difficult at times, but we have to. We need to change things in order to keep the game growing. And I know that you always say that, Ronja, community... Sometimes some people in the community will say that this is really bad and I will stop playing. And I think that's just a way of voicing frustration. It's very rarely the case. And people are allowed to be frustrated, but you also have to see the possibilities, what new things will give. Jarlaheim will get updated at some point, but we do not have a date for it. We do not have a plan for it. But we want to update Jarlaheim. We want to update a lot of places in the game, because we want all the places in the game to look at least as good as the Racetrack does now. So Jarlaheim will get an update someday, but we cannot say when or how that will happen. It will happen at some point. I'm kind of expecting a group, like a club invite or something. Luna? Where's my club invite, please? We all are called Anna, yes. We are using copy accounts. These are not our actual accounts. So we are just using copies because we are playing on a closed server right now. So, club invite? Will I see something around here? I'm not in a riding club. No, it's not letting me... Can I move around a bit? Will it help if I move? And you also notice that the little chat window also has changed. So that's interesting. I think also when you pass the Bobcat girls that will talk with you when you just move by... I can chat in chat. That's me. Hi. Oh, club invitation. Yes, I want to answer. Yes. And now I get the club window. So you see here that the club window aligns very well with everything else you have seen this far. So as you might then understand, this has been a very long time coming. Like, this new UI you see here is not something that we just made up in a week. This has been the plan for a very, very long time. And that's why you will see the UI in other places looking like this, because it has been planned for so long. So, yeah. Okay, I think one final thing, because I've been talking for a long time, and I know that you guys have a lot of feedback to place in the comments when we're done, right? So let's go home. I'm gonna call for pickup. Just as always, press escape, go home, yada yada. It would be nice though with a call for pickup button. I think that Game Master Aurora mentioned that this morning when we talked. Or I say this morning because it was morning for her. So let's go in here. I do not think we will see any fancy things, but we still will have a look. And we have her spot here. And as you can see, here's Juniper's stall, and nothing has changed. So when I click here, you will see that I'm supposed to get a special nameplate, and it's not here. So you will just have to imagine what it's going to look like. I do not have any information about stable customization. Star Stable has not yet confirmed when or how that anything like that would happen. So I cannot say anything. I can talk about things that Star Stable has confirmed and has says will come to the game, but I cannot talk about things that Star Stable has not yet confirmed. And no, I will not talk about data mining because no, that's not confirmed content. That's people digging around in files that aren't yet completed and might not ever get released. So yay! I do not have any of the old fjords, no. I prefer to sell all the horses that I don't use and exchange them for newer horses that I will use. I actually think, guys, that I will end this here, because we have seen most of the things that I was going to show, and I actually don't remember if I have anything else to say. I think that we've covered everything that I wanted to talk about. So I'm super happy that you guys wanted to join. I'm super happy that you've been so positive. I'm really happy that you have kept an open mind and tried to just get everything in there and look at everything and try to form your opinions, and I can't wait to see your feedback. And it's it's a-okay to not like things. But if you don't like it, I want you to tell me why you don't like it and what you would like to see instead. That's the important thing about feedback. If you don't like something, tell us why and what you think would be better. That's how people can improve. So feedback is not only saying, oh, I hate this. That's not feedback. That's just a really useless comment. If you say, I don't like this because I can't really see what this looks like, so I assume it's something else and I would like it to look like this instead. That's feedback. So please leave your feedback. I'm super excited to see what you thought about this, and I'm super happy that you wanted to join for so long. Now you're going to see my a broken end screen because I haven't yet been able to fix some graphics in English, so you will see my Swedish end screen from my regular content on my Swedish channels. But I'm super happy that you guys wanted to join. It's been super fun, and I hope you want to join for future streams like this, because I would love to show things when I am allowed to, so you can join and talk to me. I love to be able to see what you think about future things coming to the game. So thank you so much for today. I've had a lot of fun. I hope that you guys have had too. And hopefully I will see you all another time.